Channel feeds. Turn that off. Turn that off. Turn that off. Oh, come on. Where is it? No. Okay, you know what? No. Oh, there we go. Sweet. Awesome. Saucy. Alright. Put these back in my ears. Take this off. And I'm back. Welcome back, fellow viewers. This is your King Malik speaking. I'm still sick. Very, very sick. Hopefully, this sickness called life will cease at a moment's time. So, apart from episode 2, we now have that in editing. It took a while to download, but we finally got that into editing. While I was editing that clip and now is processing, I went to go check out and see if there was actually a companion app for the Android and iOS. Poor Konami had to turn it into a vendor to purchase things. It's like, wait a minute, don't you have a store for that? I mean, they made it come off like you're purchasing or downloading. The app is free, but you're downloading a iDroid thing, Marbobber, whatever. And no, you come up with this little doohickey that has like items and shops. But one thing that is good about it, they do have a menu for like things that you can scroll up and down on, and that those items do come up as very keyful things, except they do not connect to your game, so it's kind of hard. Assassin's Creed's application connects to your game very firmly because it has a password and identification system to the whole entire thing. But what does Konami have? More stores. So we just came back from a B rank. Whoops. And we're still getting into the nitty gritty. Welcome back, Kaz. I hope. Oh, Oh, there we go. What? Okay.
We're headed for the Seychelles. That's where our new home is now. Hey. That was some operation we had, huh? 9 years ago. Carving out our own world. Making our own future. And they took it away. I'm gonna rebuild it. Make a new place. Together. That we can call home. Yeah, we were dogs, all right. Slinking around out of Cypher's sight. Digging up whatever kind of dirty money we could find. You name it. We did it. You see this? Diamond Dogs. Our new home. The phantom of our former selves. Triumph. Death. We weren't allowed either. Yeah. I remember it all.
Poor Kaz. Kazuhara Miller, everyone. By the way, another cinematic scene. It's going to try to play so hard, so don't mind the cutouts. Ever so often. Okay, here we go.
Like a damn fiddle!
Help me, Snake.
It all ends soon, exactly as I planned.
Ground Zero.
Give my regards to your boss when you get home.
Snake. Why are we still here? Just to suffer? Every night, I can feel my leg, and my arm, even my fingers. The body I've lost, the comrades I've lost, won't stop hurting. It's like they're all still there. You feel it too, don't you? I'm the one who got caught up with Cypher. A group above nations, even the US. And I was the parasite below, feeding off Zero's power. They came after you in Cyprus. Then Afghanistan. Cypher just keeps growing. Swallowing everything in its path. Getting bigger and bigger. Who knows how big now? Boss. I'm gonna make him give back our past. Take back everything that we've lost. And I won't rest until we do.
Pushing Mother Base.
Our new mother base. I don't know how long it'll take, but I'll make it bigger. Better than before. God. What should I do? Boss? Tell me. Tell me like you used to.
Well,
Things have changed, boss. We pull in money, recruits, just to combat Cypher. Rubbing our noses in bloody battlefield dirt. All for revenge. The world calls for wet work, and we answer. No greater good. No just cause. Cause. Cypher sent us to hell. But we're going even deeper.
I know. I'm already a demon. Heaven's not my kind of place anyway.
Dogs of war for 9 whole years. That ends today. Now you're not sleeping, and we're not junkyard hounds. We're diamond dogs.
Let them talk.
We can crush Cypher, boss. And you can build the army that can do it.
Just one thing, Kaz. This isn't about the past. We're fighting for the future.
well, that was interesting.
Boss, there's something I want to talk about. It concerns the running of Mother Base. Come meet with me. Boss!
We'll get him over here now. Put him up on your bed.
I have no room on my bed.
Please, we need to be in here to we'll get ready to go.
Well, let him go. He'll be fine. Just let him roam around the house for a bit.
Kane, this base belongs to you now. Make Diamond Dogs the force it deserves. Like any organization, we need good people. And we need to make good use of their talents. Miller asked me to lay that out for you. To start bringing people in, use this. It's a Fulton recovery device. When you're in the field, use it to extract any soldiers or prisoners you want back here. And we'll see if we can't persuade them to join the ranks of Diamond Dogs. Go on. Test it out on the staff here. Anyone you want. Now approach him and extract him.
Extraction
complete.
Arrived at Mother Base.
You can only Fulton recover someone if they're not resisting it. No dead bodies either. They don't make great recruits. The staff member you just extracted will be assigned to the team best suited to his abilities. See for yourself. Open your iDroid.
Select staff management from the Mother Base menu.
So that staff member was placed on the R&D team. The R&D team is in charge of developing all kinds of weapons and items that will support you on missions. Take a look at the development list.
Select weapons items under the development heading.
Please specify
That's
a
the
project.
R&D team's development list. See the item called cardboard box? Didn't seem much use to me, but Miller was adamant that you'd want it on the last word in infiltration technology, or so he said. In any case, we don't have the manpower to develop it just yet. We need more staff on the team. Go extract a few more people. Boss, put the iDroid. You can also Fulton extract individuals you've knocked out. Why don't you try knocking someone out with CQC? Show how it's done, boss. Good.
I'm ready, boss.
Extraction
complete.
arrived at Mother Base.
One thing I should mention. Fulton extraction won't always be successful. If the person is injured, the shock will be quick. If the weather's unfavorable,
Extraction
well,
arrived at Mother
could end up
Base.
going missing. You can determine the chance of success by approaching the person you want to extract. If you want to be sure you can
Unit
get them out,
function added.
best carry them to the chopper instead. Boss, now that we
Development
have more
project
people on the
has been
R&D
added.
team, it's
Select weapons items under the development heading.
Please specify
now
a
select
project.
cardboard box and start development.
Development.
Supplies
You can have the
requested.
support unit supply you with weapons and items you develop. Think of it as your
Supply
own
drop
personal
complete.
delivery service.
We don't send email, we send pigeons. That's funny. Come to think of it. I thought there was somebody in the living room talking, it's just a TV.
And there it is. Not sure what it's good for, but Miller said you know it. Try it out. One last thing. The staff members you extracted were all placed on the R&D team, but that was Miller's decision. If you think they belong somewhere else, feel free to move them around. Well, that about does it.
Mission info
You
has
won't make
been
any
updated.
GMP or find recruits hanging around. That won't work on me. I've had drug resistance. Well, that about does it. Lolly-loo-lay-lo. Well, that about does it. Well, that about does it. You won't make any GMP or find recruits hanging around here.
2 + 2 = 5. 2 + 2 = 5.
Well, that about does it. That won't work on me. I've had drug resistance. Lolly-loo-lay-lo. Lolly-loo-lay-lo. Well, that about does it. You won't... Well, give it a rest. Go for
The one
them.
thing I think is sad is that I can't even take a picture with him.
Well, that about does it. You won't make any GMP or find recruits hanging around here. Board the chopper when you're ready for a mission. Open your iDroid and select a landing zone and tell them.
This is B-Quad. Arriving shortly at LZ.
Ducking guys with their asses. You can stay around here a while. Give the men some practice. Just come pay me a visit.
Funny thing is,
B-Quad. On station at LZ.
besides Miller and Ocelot there, we have 5 guys here. I'd complete 7.
Gaining altitude.
Now I want to make a simple note before we begin.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
Since we now have control of the base, we also have
Development project has been added.
control of the helicopter. Now our helicopter is going to be our flying office, if you will. Can't do much outside of it, but you can do a lot inside. And I'll give you an example. If they let me. Alright.
Mission list updated.
Boss, I know you haven't been back long, but I prepared a list of missions for you. Open your iDroid.
Now as you see, we have pictures up on this side of the wall. Yeah. On this side of the wall. It'll continue to grow the more you do or progress through the story, including up here. So whenever you finish whatever you need to finish, all of that would be cluttered with pictures, as well as this. This wall would contain all your priorities, like the recruits that you've picked up, the animals you've picked up, and the members that you've had 9 years ago, pre-recruited, whatever. That'll end up on this wall. So, yeah.
Please select a mission.
I've taken the job offers Diamond Dogs has received and made a list of those I want you to consider. Which ones you accept is your call. The objectives of the missions I've added are prisoner rescue, facility sabotage, and high-value target elimination. Probably all a walk in the park for you, but they should help you get back on your feet. I put the mission details on a cassette tape. Refer to it if you decide to accept the mission. We'll receive GMP for completing missions, and extracting soldiers and prisoners will boost our ranks. Building up Mother Base is the first step to achieving our goal. If that means less work, so be it. We're gonna have to get our hands dirty. I hope you're rested up, because we're not stopping. Not until the pain is gone. The future of Diamond Dogs is in your hands. We're counting on you, boss.
No pressure, Miller. Jeez, can you believe the nerve of that guy? But anyway. So, after getting Miller back, we have a ton of work to do. One of which is to do main missions plus side side list missions that we have to do, on the side of things. Now the thing about side missions is you can only do some of them even once. Side story missions are important to record because, well, they're part of the story. So, being that you can only do them once, I had to restart my game all over and stream this. So, that was the main idea to begin with. With the DLC that I have downloaded or given to me, I don't have a problem with it. And you'll see why in a minute. Like I said in the last 2 episodes ago, everything has a reason and I'll explain them when I can. But for right now, we have a lot of work to do. And only a short amount of time to do it.
Specify a project.
Now that's the last thing I needed to do on that list. Now let me explain why I did that. All those items that I just crafted, well, had, the resource craft, under that amount of time. One thing, if you didn't do it now, you're going to have a lot of trouble redoing this quest, or mission, or whatever you want to call it, whenever you want to come back to it. I find it easier to do it this way first so that we can actually have a lot of stuff done in the meantime. First example. When we select a mission,
Please select a mission.
we'll find out what to do first.
Farming villages in southern Vahan have been subjected to a strategic bombing campaign the past several weeks. The damage is spreading. It's part of the Soviet Scorpion operation aimed at wiping out the guerrillas. The target this time is the commander of a Spetsnaz detachment. He's been key to the operation's success. People say this guy's responsible for annihilating the Mujahideen at Smasi Laman, the Hamid fighters, overnight. He's a tough, experienced commander. Don't underestimate him. The order from my client in the west is to shoot on sight. They want him out of the picture for good. Sorry, boss. This one's purely business. Wet work. A hit on a commanding officer of the Soviet military. Nothing personal. We're only doing this because it gets us one step closer to our goal.
In the future, you might find it more easier to actually lift that guy rather than to just kill him. So you can rescue him and send him to the base just to get more answers, or just kill him on sight. But right now, considering the lack of resources that we have to kill him on sight. There's no way around it. Because we don't have a good enough Fulton to get around through them. So, yeah. So we're going to take this quest, or mission. I hate my sinuses. Why are you moving so much? It's this mouse. I forgot it was underneath me.
Heading to Afghanistan.
So yeah. Another example. When we created some compact items, or the R&D team did it for us, we had more options available. So before we actually go to commence mission, we select our equipment. First equipment. Of course, we have our shotgun here. It's good on reload time too. We have a variety of selections here. So we'll keep the shotgun, but for the sniper, well, we'll take the sniper rifle. Now, as for our secondary, we have our handgun, which I'm going back to the tranquilizer. And we can't change our hand just yet because there's somebody we have to rescue in the future. Secondary, our tools. C4s. Good for blowing stuff up, such as satellites and communication stations. We'll worry about those later. We have infinity clips, which means we can throw them as many times as we like and we're never going to run out. But they're supposed to be used for distractions. I preferably like to use decoys instead. No other choice. Smoke grenades. Kind of like smoke bombs in Assassin's Creed. You can pretty much kill anybody you want and get away with it, or use it to get away yourself. Grenades, same like the C4s. If you're a good aim with it, you can blow stuff up that you need to get out of the way. Now, the reason why I brought this up is because the fact that whenever you did not do this to begin with, going back to this mission, it's going to be completely very aggravating. Trust me. I tried it, couldn't work. This is your chopper support. So if you're having trouble and you're running out of ammo and you need some support fast, throw this grenade and the chopper will come by and help you out with the gunner. So you got that. Now, items. We have our handy dandy cardboard box. We have our wait, what is this again? I can't even see this. Well, anyway. Then we have our scope. Well, night vision goggles, as it were. Then we have our phantom cigar. I still can't remember what this is. It's not be really important. Tools. Of course, we have our in-scope binoculars, our iDroid, and our Fultons. We're going to upgrade a few of these ourselves in a later time. But for right now, I'm feeling comfortable with what we have now, so we're going to get out of here. Buddies. Select one. Pretty much, you know, go through the variety, or don't have one at all. That's up to you. Assault vehicle. I believe these came from my last game, and I have them back again. Don't know how that happened. But yeah, I still have these apparently. Every single tank, truck, and vehicle collected. Select a character. Oh yeah. You can play as characters that you've rescued, picked up. Don't even jump on my beanbag. She put holes in this time. Go lay down. It's my dog, Ripper. So you can pick any character that you Fultoned or rescued or whatever. Whoever's available on your team and ready to go out for a fight. And you can pick your clothing to match, scarf or without. Heck, you can even go shirtless. That's an option. Or you can go standard. And you can have a scarf. Note that there's only 3 or 4 varieties of this, so I go standard. But I also go in camo to keep sneaky. Also, there are some options that you can use a headband or whatever. There's only 2 of them. There's the normal one that you get through the game, but there's also another that you get from completing the game or midway to completion. I think it has something to do with a legendary mission, which was to bring home an animal without killing it. So that's a good one. So yeah, keep that in mind. So now that all that's done and over with, I guess we're ready to take on this mission. Okay, ASAP. Random time that you arrive at the landing zone. 1600, you end up there in earliest time. 1800. Okay, hold on. 0600, you'll end up there at an earliest time. 1800, you'll end up there at the latest time. So
Deploying.
I'm going at night. I'm going to fog their vision. Plus, there's going to be more and more things to pick up along the way, so we're going to keep collecting as we go. And with each collection of, various things, various abilities come up, and then we'll get to those as well. I'm certain, whenever I played Metal Gear Solid 4, 3 things came to mind. Number 1, you had a freaking iPod. You could pretty much play any music you could want or you'd ever want to listen to. And for me, that was amazing. Plus, you had podcasts that they've, put into the game as well. And they also had that exact podcast on YouTube.
Your target is a Spetsnaz detachment commander. Your orders are to take him out. With skills like his, it'd be a shame to waste him. But I'll leave the method up to you. Boss, make your way to Chicago Calais and eliminate the target.
Yes, sir. Lands me, Pequod. Bub, lay down. I don't have to keep telling you. Please, go lay down.
Take a look at the plants list on your iDroid to see which ones we need. Then go find them if you get the chance. It'll keep the staff happy
Bub.
too.
Bub, go lay down. Go lay down. Go lay down. Don't make me Michael Jackson you. Ripper! Out of there! I wish Mom would have never let my door open.
The truth is, an environmental NGO has asked us to remove wild animals from combat zones. If you have the time, can you extract some back here? There's a reward in it for us.
Not if they're dangerous.
Extraction arrived.
Oh crap. I'm here already. Alright. Alright. Whenever you guys are done walking around. Hey, did you know cigarettes are bad for your health? Example number 1.